I was muted the whole time. That whole time I was muted. Ahem. Hi, how's it going? Welcome. It's Friday. We're doing Satisfactory tonight. Pokemon Freak's going to be a little late, and that's cool. So I'm just going to hop in and get started with doing the basics. So I'm probably going to get oil spun up and look at... Actually, I should probably look at the list and see what outstanding materials there are on the original production list. So scrolling down real quick. So there's coal. There was crude oil, and then yeah, there's so much aluminum to make. That's fine. So I think I'm gonna get started with the oil, because that's just 4 machines built out, real simple. And then we're I think we're gonna expand the steel production. I think that's the other thing we can really start today. So all that said, let's get the party started. Oh, I forgot to do that thing. My wife was talking to me, so I forgot. Give me but a moment. Got to post things and things. I even parked myself where I had been previously, because I was going to actually start with the steel. I'm gonna double check if that's what I want to do. Alright, yeah, so yeah, I parked my butt here. So I need to look at the list here. So what do we need? What do we need? The coal for? Like, we definitely need it for the steel ingot. We need 36.5 machines. So if we need 36.5 machines, and one of these eats 40, so that is calculator pulling out time. So 36, let's just call it 37 machines, times 40. That's 1480 of the coal. We need 1460 because we're technically running minus 20. So yeah, that's literally all the coal we need is going into steel production. Okay. Alright. That's pretty straightforward. So actually, you know what?
What are we doing?
Whoa, hi, hello.
Hi.
Jesus, please, is that what it's like when I hop into yours?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I guess. I mean, I have no idea what it sounded like, but hey.
A lot. Hi. Welcome. Willkommen. I was just talking about
Willkommen.
What the hell. Is that how you actually pronounce it?
No idea.
I don't know German. I don't know why I went with Willkommen. I should have gone with like Ohio gozaimasu. Because it 1, 2. Yeah, actually, that would make the most sense, wouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I was just prattling on about the steel production, because I thought about starting with oil, but when I remembered that literally all the coal we need is for the steel production, I was like, oh, well, I'll just do that first then, because it's literally, I'm right here. I had a plan last time and forgot. So we have all this coal is coming out here. How much coal did we actually need? It was 1460, which is effectively just 2 solid belts of coal, right? Well, yeah, 780 per would over coal, which is fine by me.
Yeah.
Which means we can just split the difference of production between the 2 spots. Do we want to do that? Do we want to split the production, or? Yeah.
I'm a fan of centralization. Though, where is this coal actually coming from?
So, okay, this coal is coming from just over yonder.
Just over yonder.
Yeah, you can see the belt right there. Wait, sorry. There we go.
Oh, there.
Also, I need to turn my headphones down a little bit. They're a little loud because I was listening to myself talk for an edited video.
You don't edit videos. What do you?
Not generally, but I do want to eat a shitload of craft dinner. So yeah, that coal comes from around the corner from where our coal plants used to be, if you can remember, like forever ago. We run that up here, and it gets.
We also do steel.
No, we do the other steel, whoop, way out there. We have 2 steel production facilities. We have the original one out there, and then we have a secondary one here.
Right, at the base.
So we could.
Why didn't we just read this coal? Why did we not read that? Oh, because the iron was at base. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot there's more to steel than coal.
Yeah.
Strangely enough.
So if you want to centralize, that's fine. I don't care where we do it, per se.
Well, having remembered that aspect of it, maybe I don't care anymore.
The only thing is, like, all of the iron is over there, so we would have to literally split the belt in half in order to run stuff. So there's probably some weird number stuff going on with that. But we need to. No, that doesn't really matter, does it? How much coal? How much iron does or steel does it make? 60. Oh, 60.
Hang on a second.
20.
So the recipe.
240. That's 360. That's a lot of steel we need.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Boise. 2190. So that's 3 full belts of whatchamajiggy.
Right.
Okay. So can I divide 37 in 3? I mean, by definition, not neatly. Because 37 is a prime number. So what are we looking at here? So it's like,
just for clarification.
Yeah.
Since I've forgotten everything, it's been a long week.
Mm-hmm.
We're making steel out of ingots, or steel?
We are using foundries with the alternate of solid steel ingots, which is iron and coal. And that is the most efficient recipe according to you.
Anything.
What?
Iron ore or iron ingot?
Oh, ingot, sorry.
Okay. So then all the iron is actually would then be coming out of our refinery.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yes.
So we just need to route that wherever it needs to go.
Yes. So, like, we're already running it up towards the base. So my first inclination is just to use that.
Sure.
But, like, because the other option is we do it all out there, which means we have to route some of the iron that way and then pull all of the steel back. I don't really care. Like, either works for me. You just gotta make a decision.
I don't really know where we're gonna be doing a lot of. I'm guessing that. Well.
Oh wait, the other thing is we are going to end up with 3 full lines of steel.
Right.
So I'm actually more inclined to actually build that up here now that I think about it.
Well, so it depends. So what I'm thinking is that I think splitting it in half may not actually be a bad idea. Because we definitely need some of it already here. Because a lot of that steel is going, or some of that steel is going into the nuclear production already. So
is it?
There's already
because this isn't really moving.
Pipes.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
we're not using a lot.
Steel specifically. We have multiple steel belts.
I guess that's true. Yeah, that's true.
And the other steel belt is definitely going.
Okay.
We can fix that. But we also need steel for things we haven't built yet, and that gives us flexibility in deciding where we want to build. Right.
Well, I guess part of the question is where are we going to build everything, right? I was thinking more like towards the tower, like more over this way, than out there.
Sure.
Though I think there's something.
Consider...
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, I insist.
No, okay, fine. If we were to build, like, let's say the tower was actually a big mushroom. And we just sort of expanded at like maybe the top or second top level, and just sort of started shadowing the land with a shroud of steel and concrete, and built our factory up there, blotting out the sun for all below.
Right.
And
Our factories will blot out the sun. Yes.
That would naturally lead us to expand even closer towards the other steel production, and so it may not actually be that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, we could literally just, like, starting from... Is this the main floor? Yeah, from the main floor. If we just started building out over the refinery...
Yeah.
And just do all of it there. We could even... This is the part I'm not quite sure of, is, like, we could, theoretically, build islands dedicated to each, mission, item.
Well, what I was going to say is that the things we need to make out of steel are not are pretty limited. We need some steel pipes. We need some steel beams. And actually, looking at the spreadsheet, the steel pipes is actually the biggest. We need 67 steel pipe factories.
67.
Some of them we've already built as part of the nuclear. So we can deduct those.
67 minus like 4.
Yeah. But yeah, the rest of them probably would benefit from being an island unto itself. Far away from everything else. And then we can pipe the thousands of pipes around.
That we can't possibly move that many pipes. 67 machines worth of pipes is gotta be more than a belt, right?
Well,
gotta be. Is it 2 belts?
It's 1340.
So that tells me that perhaps we would want to split the difference on those, so we could ship a full belt of pipes around. Okay.
Or two,
so
that's the thing, is that, like, the thing about islands is that it's very easy to rationalize about. You're just worrying about, here's your inputs, here's your outputs. The rest of it just sort of falls in line from there.
Right.
So I am a big fan of that model. And figuring out 2 belts, like dealing with 2 belts full of pipes, is easier than trying to figure out where we're going to fit exactly all these different machines. So that's my argument. But I'm happy to do whatever.
3.
If you have different ideas.
What is this? Sorry, 4. Sorry, 5. See, we've got 5 pipe machines up here, which requires how much steel? 30, 60, 90, 120. So 150 steel goes to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else needs the steel besides that?
I mean, steel beams, steel pipes.
Beams. Oh, and iron plates are going to need them as well.
Oh, are the iron plates made from steel-coated plate? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Steel-coated plates.
Okay.
I don't think it needs a lot of them. We need 4 of those machines. And that's I think that consumes... I think 12? Or, wait.
God, that's so many steel pipes. That's hilarious to me. Also, 82 quick wire is also absolutely buck wild of a number.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So...
I mean, that's... Yeah.
All
that's
that...
the other thing. Like, so, we could... I mean, we could... we did the refinery. I guess it's more of a smelter... No, actually, no, they are refineries.
That is at present a dedicated refinery. Doesn't have to stay that way, but...
No. But yeah, but like there were many. There's 7 Cs, as they say.
Yeah, so I kind of don't want to do this is the other thing. If we centralize all of the steel production out yonder, right?
Yeah.
We then have to pipe 3 steel belts on top of this already maddeningly tall.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is that we don't have to do that because we can build the machines that build steel components immediately next to the steel production.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So we will have to deal with several belts of different components, but
I guess, yeah.
I don't think that's a huge deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me just check something. How steel
And
pipes?
the other thing, the other thing.
Okay. God, we need 2 belts of steel pipes. Wild. Yeah.
So the iron for all of that steel. How much is that? So right now we're making 1560 iron. If I put that down to 0 steel, that doesn't change. Oh no, it does. Sorry. Okay, so it looks like almost all the iron actually goes towards steel.
Steel production, almost all of it. Yeah.
Actually,
so,
I think all of it. Hold on. Because if I turn off the steel, then our net per minute equals our total per minute, which means there's 0 consumption. So we're not actually using iron for anything other than steel.
Huh.
Which now makes me want to look up this recipe for the steel plates. Just to make sure we're not missing something.
Right, that's fair.
Oh, steel-coated plates are plastic and steel. That makes iron plates. No iron involved.
Yeah,
so,
okay.
So we don't even need to. So the iron belt we're running back to base could
literally be redirected to a steel thing.
Yeah, we don't want to do that, but we could in theory.
Do we not? I mean, if it's not needed anywhere else.
Well, we need iron here for all our other random shit.
Our bits and bobs.
Yeah.
Well, you say that. I am producing a small amount of iron down here.
Sure, I guess if we are...
I'm producing 30, 60, 90. I'm producing 240 iron here. Which is literally feeding a steel feed right now. So, like, if we don't need a lot and just needed it for bits and bobs, we could just keep this up and attach it, and then use all of our new refinery iron to make all the steel.
If there was a way to prioritize it, then I would say let's leave them both hooked up and prioritize the local consumption. Just because I actually have no idea. Like, the thing is that the stuff we're making here are things like turbo motors and other stuff we need to build things, which is finite. Like, and like we're not, and it's intermittent. But when we want it, we'd rather have it quickly. So I guess that doesn't really matter. But yeah, you are right. Because if we're going to move all the steel production, then we do have that iron back. Yeah. Right.
So we could literally delete the iron line that's coming in here currently. And just route it straight to... So if we centralized all the steel production back over there, we just route all of the iron over there. Yeah. And then we route all the steel. Oh, is my audio quiet? Huh. That's fun.
That's funny.
It is.
Because you sound fine for me. In fact, I have you turned down.
Well, you know what? I can always just go like this. There. Is that better, T3? I can also pull my mic a little closer. How's that? Excuse me.
Hello. Hello, T3. Also, I'm not ignoring you on Discord. I've just been incredibly busy today. Hello. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. I don't know if you're still tweaking. I'm going to keep talking.
He doesn't sound quiet to me, T3. Is your audio turned down by chance?
Is your audio turned down? Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I haven't adjusted any of my audio.
That doesn't mean anything.
I know, but like... You know, I'm going to try something just for giggles. Is that any louder, T3?
Hello, hello.
God, it's so loud to me.
I am Pokemon Freak. I am playing The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. No, okay.
Okay, so that didn't solve that. Okay, I just wanted to check. Let's see. I have you boosted to 200 already. All I could do is up my desktop audio. Like, I could just make everything louder.
That's generally how I... Well, I don't know.
There. How's that, T3?
How your things are set up. Hello. Am I louder? Should I speak quieter? Should I speak louder? I can't speak louder. That would destroy my voice immediately.
I know you can use the OBS to boost the game with the filter. Like, yeah. Problem is, I don't have Discord coming through a separate audio wire, so if I just boost my desktop audio, all the audio is just going to get blown out.
All or nothing, baby.
So.
I know I'm better, but how's my audio?
Okay, so.
Yeah.
All of that to say, is
We
the
need to build
idea...
a bunch of
Is the idea we're just going to
factories.
build a bunch of, are we going to just put all the steel out there?
I think that's a good idea.
Okay, cool. Then that's what we'll do.
Okay. So, then there we have two major. We have, I guess, we have our steel production, and then the steel pipes and steel beam. The steel plates, I guess, we need to figure out plastic. But
Okay.
so we'll deal with it. We can deal with that later.
Where's the refiner C's iron right now? So I'm just going to connect to it down here.
Sure.
Let's see. That's steel that's currently being consumed. That's steel. That's iron. Okay, so this is the refiner C right here. So, right? Going into this guy right here. Perfect. Super simple.
60 per minute. Okay, so foundries. So we need a bunch of foundries.
Yeah, like oodles. Oops, all foundries.
There was an explosion at the foundry factory. That number is 37 foundries.
It's 37, yeah.
Yeah.
With one clock down or not, whatever.
Yeah, or an average or something.
Hmm.
99%.
Okay,
Foundry,
Overlinks,
where's-
Pipewire splits audio into separate channels. Yeah, I could. There are Windows-based solutions. You gotta stop suggesting Linux to me, man. It's never gonna happen. But
Yeah.
over, like, in Windows, there are solutions. I actually have one installed. It's just that with all audio things, setup is a bastard. It just takes a long time, and I haven't dedicated the time to do it. That's more or less what it comes down to. Like, I could use, what's it called, like banana wire or some other solution.
Yeah.
They just suck. They're not friendly at all to set up, so it's a lot of trial and error. And then when one of your audio inputs just doesn't work for no discernible reason, you have to go debugging. It's a whole thing. So, like, there are solutions that do exist. Okay, so that's
We
the
just don't want to use them.
I just don't want to use them because they are a lot of work. And it's not so much of a problem for me that I have to solve it right now. Basically. Which is, I guess, a bit of a cop-out, but...
Yeah. Alright, I got all the parts for all these foundries. Then we grab some extra cement. They're probably gonna need a platform.
Right, there we go. I've hooked up our crappy iron feed, so we're not going to totally starve, but things will probably get bad. But there we go. So I will now start rerouting this coal back down the hill to the other refiner C. Do I even need to do that? I should probably check what's out there before I go through all that effort. Whose
Yeah,
Discord?
okay, I'm just heading out there
My
now.
Discord. Sorry.
! Discord in the chat. I would do that, except I'm playing a video game.
No, it's my Discord. It's weird. I have streamer mode enabled, so it shouldn't be badooping. Oh wait, is it this one? Oh, here we go. Whoop! There we go. There, that'll probably fix it.
I didn't realize you were
No,
having
no.
Discord noises.
Well, I have two Discords open technically, because I use Franz and I use whatever.
Those people.
And Franz, so Franz wasn't muted, so that's what was happening there. So I've muted it. The Discord sound should go away now.
Alright, so we have 9 foundries current.
Oh, out there? Really? That's it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Alright. That's less than I expected. Okay, well, so that means you need 28 more.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna build a box here and dump all these parts in. And then I guess we can split up. So I guess we need to think about how to organize this, because the logistics.
It needs to be three. It needs to be 3 lanes. To pump all of the steel out that we're using, if I recall correctly.
Right.
So you need 3 lanes of 12, and one of which has 13, which is the half machine.
Right. Is that sufficient for our inputs, though?
It can be.
Actually, I can just open these machines. Oh, okay. So yeah, each machine needs 40 of each resource and output 60. So yeah, that's fine. Totally fine.
Sorry, I'm just cleaning up out here. I'll come help you.
Right. What? Oh. Okay, how to do this? Let's get rid of all this shit.
Oh, world save. Australia commissioned arts to make mascots for the Olympics, and they weren't. They went with essentially furries for the mascots. Oh, it must be a good day for you then.
I feel like sports mascots are already, like,
yeah,
close to words.
I would think, yeah, most, like, a lot of mascots for various sports teams and stuff, I think would qualify, would they not?
Because it depends on exactly what your criteria are, but
I guess
anthropomorphized animals, stereotypes, objects.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so all this iron production is going to be going away then.
Apparently people love that most of the stock's selling out very quickly. That's good. That's a well-designed set of mascots then.
I guess if that goes away, then just expand in this direction.
I would like to point out T3, just because they are very much like what look to be like fursona kind of things, doesn't mean that everyone who's like buying them up is themselves a furry. It just means that they think the things are cute.
I believe the term is kawaii.
I don't know. I guess it's Japanese in origin. Which I guess it would be, now that I said those things out loud and remembered where the Olympics is this year.
Yeah. Although, I'll admit, I was not thinking about that when I said that. But it's actually true.
Alright. Deleting the coal.
Okay.
Deleting the coal. Gonna reroute all this coal. My inventory is full of gifts for bad children.
Did we deal with, like, do we... I think the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
But have we already started mining all the coal we need? Or is that TBD?
I'm pretty sure that's TBD.
Project?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's TBD. By the end of this project, we will for sure, yes.
Right. Let's figure that out.
Well, I'm heading over to a miner. Yeah, I'm heading over to the other one right now, so I will tell you what I'm doing with it. Oh shit! In a minute.
Right.
Oh, we've got this whole pneumatic tube that's pointless now.
Oh no.
It's the train stop that goes nowhere.
1460. Okay, so 2 belts. So let's just upgrade this miner.
There has to be
Please let me
DM
have the
fan art.
parts.
The first question is, are you sure? Oh no. Oh no.
Wait. How do I not have enough miners to... It's two portable miners for Mark II and 3 for Mark III, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's weird. You need to have 3 miners in order to upgrade it, even though you get one back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. 7, 8.
I've got,
okay, this
I've
miner
got
is
2
now
of them.
putting out. This miner is now putting out the required coal per minute. Is it supposed to be?
Will the other one.
Hold on, why is this? Oh, it's not mining anything because the belt's all full up. Yeah, that tracks. Okay.
Yeah.
So, now I need to go all the way out there.
Where is this power? Oh wow, there's actually 2 coal mines down here.
There's 2. There's what?
There's actually 2 coal patches down here.
Yes, there is. As I recall, I was using both of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do we even need to...
Yes, we need 3 coal. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming with the coal.
What?
Oh god, it doesn't line up.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, this is... I'm an idiot.
alright. Just give me a second here. Now I have to go back out that way, because like shit I'm gonna do this. That angly ass door. Or ground. Okay. I'm not a savage.
+360 plus 360 is 720.
Also, T-Theory, I will like point out, like, he could get fan art that isn't just gonna be like super sexy. Like, that's an option. People could choose not to send him the sexy versions of his character designs.
Why?
The poor innocent soul.
Why would you do that?
I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be that way. I know it's the internet you're talking about. I know. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be that way. I know it's gonna be that way. Because everything's awful all the time forever on the internet. I get it. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be that way. Alright. Alright, do I have enough inventory space? I do, actually. I don't. Alright, that's fine.
Oh no,
Just
no,
dump some
no.
shit. Dumping
Guess I
stuff
better take
on
this
the
tube back.
ground. You're taking the tube?
Yeah,
That's-
it is
that's-
faster than flying.
It's brave. Okay, production.
This tube never gives me trouble because it's
Is it
pretty
the-
short.
Oh, is it the elevation one that gives you the troubles?
It's the one going to the oil
Yeah.
because it's so long. I think it's
Ah.
every second it rolls some dice to see if I get ejected into the
Fair enough. Okay, so let's repower that. Alright.
Alright,
Okay.
perennial game of where the hell did we put the aluminum? I think it's right here.
Thankfully, the most recent post is pure. Oh. I really do feel for the artist. They had no idea. Sweet summer child. The employees didn't know. Uh-oh. So the artist is actually like, It's my time to shine. I see. Alright, so... what do we got going on up in here? Have you already built out a bunch of these foundries?
I have not.
Oh, no, this is all iron production here. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I think all that stuff's gonna go away.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about expanding towards the cliffside direction with the other rows.
Okay, well, I just built a whole section, like, as I had to bring all my coal line over here. So we could just build in, like, this kind of spot.
Well, this is where I was gonna say the iron, the pipes and stuff should go.
Oh, in the point that I just pointed out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the east. And then build towards the west because there's less space there for the foundries.
Right. Okay.
That's my thought.
Sure.
Take on this situation. So
Theirs is not afraid of themselves.
So you brought this. Okay. Got that. We got. Wow, we actually have 3 coal miners on site. Actually.
Are they all pure coal?
They're not all pure coal.
Then they're dead to us. I've run a pure coal over there, so. Alright, I will build, I guess, well, did you fill the boxes with enough materials to build all the steel?
All the foundries.
All the foundries, yeah. You did that thing?
I can't get back up.
Okay, so if I reoccupy
Alright, so
this
if you're building in a bunch of coal.
I did.
I want to. Actually, I need to get back up. How do I get back up?
There is a ramp if you're downstairs. There was.
I don't want to take a ramp. I want to fly.
I mean, there's a ramp right fucking there.
I just need to build another pole, so I have room to go.
Okay, so how big does this actually? So let's put a splitter here.
So actually, if each of these if we need rows of 12, then we need to expand horizontally as well.
Well, okay, you can do it 2 ways. You can have a single row that's 12 long, or you can do it like you can double up with 6 and 6. And do kind of what we did the refinery, which is like a line down the middle, stuff on each side.
Right.
Either works.
Yeah. I guess it doesn't really matter.
And like, dude, you can say we don't have space. We got space.
No, I know we have space. I try to minimize or maximize.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. All right, that's not so bad. There's 9 in this row.
Yes.
So how big are they? They're like 1 thick. 10, 11. Okay, so we could do it if we expand to here. And like rejig this a teensy bit. That's as long as a row needs to be for a row of 12. Which that ain't bad. So why don't we just do that?
I wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure it's a good idea.
I mean, if you come over to where I am, you can see what I'm talking about.
No, I believe you.
Just delete all that belts for now. I have so much crap in my inventory. Turns out when you delete a shitload of infrastructure, and I have to actually move all the crap. What am I doing? That's stupid. Build the new shame box.
You can just delete stuff, right?
Hmm?
You can just delete items if you want. Like all this iron, I think.
Oops, that's not all the... What, the stuff in my inventory?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's fine. Take all. Delete you. Alright. And dump all those in there. Oh, you. Alright. So, I'm gonna build 3 foundries. One, two, three. I gotta fix my. Hold on. Oh, God damn it! I can't, clear the list. You can't actually like edit my.
One and then remove it.
No, I couldn't actually get to the minus button.
You have to add one. Oh, you mean physically can't get to it?
Yes, because the other menu sits over top of it.
Ah.
Or was, anyways. Okay, modular frames. Stack of those, stack of rotors. Alright. So I'm not going to wire all this up yet, I'm just going to build the machines in place. And then I'll come back and do the rest. So, those are the ins. Oh, I was off by a teensy bit. That's fine. Can I build you right there? What's in the way? No, I need floor.
Also, this tube is in the way a little bit.
Is it actually? I guess it is.
Well, if it isn't now, it will be.
It will be.
In
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, there we go. So that's as big as that needs to be, which unfortunately is kind of off by 1 with the foundry there. That's not a huge deal. Okay. So how far away do I need to be? How far can I get away with? Oh, I guess I just line up the inputs, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So view or step back out there. Right. Oh, for fuck, stupid thing.
You got your inputs towards the other row, just to make sure.
Yep. So the outputs go to the outside.
I don't.
Yeah.
Is that going to work?
Wait. Yeah. Why not?
Because we're not going to the belt capacity. We're about to run 24 off of one set of belts, which I don't think is going to work.
Hold on. How much does this put? Solid steel again. 60, 20. So 120, 240, 360, 480, 600, 720. Yep. Okay, 1 row per thing is fine. Yep.
Yeah.
So, oh, you're talking about the ins, right? So they take 40 each. Okay.
Yeah, 2/3 of the output.
Right. So
it's
40,
like 480 or
80,
whatever.
120, 240, 360. Yeah, so it's 4. Oh, yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so we need to literally double this exact build.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
So
all right.
if we put a splitter, or okay, so
Move it over 1. Well, I'm not saying that to be totally endless because then we can literally copy the shape of, like, we can mirror the shape.
Right.
It just makes it easier. It's a lot less guesswork. Yep, that is the correct. Yep. I think your orientation on that was. Oh, you rotated it.
It was
Also
just
that-
replacement.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
These ones, the ones on this side are in the middle of the platform.
Hmm. What are you talking about? No,
The
they're
ones
not.
on
This one?
the mergers.
Like-
The mergers. No, on the
Oh, you're putting the merger. Oh, okay, I was reversing it. I was going to basically mirror flip this so that it was easier to build, but okay.
Well, I was thinking about just literally copying and pasting because we got to do it 3 times.
Right. Okay. All right, fine. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. Then yeah, put it in the crossbeam there. And then this whole build is 1, 2. So it's, I mean, it's 4 whole things. So 1, 2, 3. So we need to build a whole extra row to fit this, which is fine.
Also, we should wire these up because we need them to fly.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be doing this so high up, huh? Kind of asking for trouble.
A little bit.
Okay. Get out of my way, belt. I'm here for progress. Okay. Is that all fine? Maybe that's all fine. I guess that's all fine? Yeah. Alright. Okay, which way are you pointing this merger? Or that was just which way do you want to run it? Do you want to run it?
I have no idea.
Like, do we want to reverse them all so they go that way? That might make more sense, because otherwise we're gonna have to like wiggle them underneath this thing, under the refiner seat. Which, I mean, I don't care.
No, you're right. You're right.
But I think, yeah, let's shoot them all that way. So that means your thing is actually in a fine spot.
Okay.
So
Angling
I will.
was not my priority, but.
No, I mean, just it worked out that way,
Yeah.
which is fine.
Yeah. So you can if you line them up on the iron splitters, then we're good.
Which was which? That's a merger. Wait, where's my output? There we go. So I just have to see it. Yeah, okay, there we go. So there. Oh, so it's actually on the iron things? It all just works, huh?
Yeah. For whatever reason, the foundry is the one machine where the input's like on the side and not in the middle.
Right.
Or the output, rather.
Okay. Alright, merger. We want to send it that way. Nope. Fuck. I'm having real brain fart moments today. Which is weird, because I had such good nutrition today.
Hmm.
Oh,
this is so much easier when you just literally hover directly above
yeah.
where the machines are supposed to go.
It's like Factoria now.
Yeah.
Fuck. The problem with the hover packs, though, is that they drift.
Yes. They do not stop on a dime.
Hey, why are these different? Oh no, they don't line up anymore. I have to line up to the other things. There we go. What the hell is this big box? What is that doing? It's nothing. Okay. Merger. And that goes there. Right? Yeah, okay. So then... that actually. What's up?
Game being weird.
Oh, okay.
99% of the time when I make weird noises, it's the game being weird.
Hmm. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's enough, but let's just do one more. There you go. We now have powered down the center line of this thing.
Great.
It's practice for the inertia off in Everspace. I'm not going to do that either, T3. We've had discussions about the inertia drift. It's never happening.
As a moderator, I feel like it might be my place to say, hey, maybe cut it out on the Everspace stuff. It's getting a little old. We can be more creative. Let's figure out some better spam.
There's all kinds of crap I'm bad at.
Yeah.
Feels bad not putting that stuff into the grinder. I could have gotten 0.01 of it, whatchamacallit.
If that.
If that.
The tickets are hilariously expensive at this point.
Yeah.
As per its idle game nature.
Oh god, are we just playing the most elaborate idle game?
Kinda.
Oh no.
So here's a question. How do I make these floating splitters?
Sure. No, this is really easy. You put one of these down at the far end, where it lines up. Leslie?
Is that what I did?
That's definitely. I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain I built this,
but
but yeah, you go like that, and then you, and then you build everything off of it. And then when you're done, you delete the tail.
Yeah.
Or don't, whatever. Okay. So then, foundry. Whoop. Okay, there we go. Tick, tick. Now, how close were these things to that? Pretty close? Let's see. There's that. So, 1, 2, 3? Okay. So, 1, 2, 3. There we go. What do you mean I can't afford? What? Excuse me? Hey, do you have all of the modular frames?
I have half of them. Because I thought I was going to start building foundries, but I can put the rest back.
Yeah, can I have those? Because
sure.
I only seem to have 9 somehow. Oh, you moved. Okay, never mind. I'm a dummy. You just moved the box again.
I did not move the box.
Did you not?
The box was there already.
I choose to believe you.
He doesn't realize I moved the box.
Gaslighting 101. Okay. And I need all the rotors too. Give me.
Why are these ones built backwards?
What do you mean?
The inputs for these last 3 machines, which were not the 3 ones you built today.
Oh, because they were powered off of a separate iron setup.
Yes.
I would just delete it all and do it again.
Yes. Yeah. No.
But it's because they were being fed by a different iron setup, and for whatever reason, I remember doing it opposite and just not caring at the time because like I'll never need to come back here.
It probably had to do with like capacity limits or something.
Yeah. Because like at the time, we were never going to need to do this again.
Right.
There we go. There we go.
There is some music. This game has music too. It's not like
The game does have music. One of the Q&A questions was actually whether they're going to add more music.
it'd be neat if they had radio support.
It would be neat if you had to earn it. Like you'd have to like build like a radio tower. And like a Mark 1 radio tower versus a Mark 2 or Mark 3, and then you could actually get like better signal and stuff like that, like higher quality music. That'd be a fun way of doing that.
Really annoying.
Sure. Why not both?
Sure. That's this game.
Okay, so hold on. This is one thing of coal. Do we have the other coal feeds?
So there's one that over here.
Okay. So is that the one we're going to feed into this? Yeah, it looks like it.
That would make sense, I think.
Okay, so we'll feed that one in here. So let's just pop. Well, I've already got that one there. It's fine.
This feed can't be the 13 line because it's just shy of what we need for that.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't build it as the 13, so okay. So that one will get fed there. This other one, the coal.
Actually, hold on. We should actually use the one you piped in to feed this one.
To be oh yeah.
If we're building in this direction, it would make more sense.
Yeah, you'll just have to reverse all these belts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe not that one. I was thinking we would build a third row here, like, and then use this to feed that third row. And these first two would be fed off the existing stuff.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, okay. So then this line, this one will. Whoop! Fuck! There we go. It's everything fine. It's all fine. So what if I let's do that? All right. What if I switch my equipment so I can jet up here? So the coal is going to be fed in. Do I want to make the coal the elevated line for all of these, just so it's all samey?
If for no other reason, then I think yes.
All right, that's fine. 6. Oh, okay, I have to go the other. I hate that I have to go the other way. Okay, no, I don't have to go the other way. I can just do this for a second. Now I can do this.
Go.
Okay. Delete all this. Alright, there we go. There's the coal. I'm not going to be able to get up there. Okay, that's fine. I have a solution to this.
With Bennett Buggy.
Wait, are you not powered right now? What's going on? Why are you not powered anymore? Oh, I must have accidentally deleted. Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, we accidentally somehow deleted that line. Okay. Okay, that proposes...
Everything all right?
Yep. No, I was just trying to figure out how to get back up. Because the one
single power pole for that purpose.
Yeah, well, the one power pole down here isn't powered. None of it is. So.
What?
Yeah, this power pole right here. Whoop, used to be connected to something, and now it isn't.
Interesting. I wonder who could have done that.
I mean, probably me.
Definitely
Very
one
probably.
of us. Okay. Which one of us actually made that? Oops.
I did it first, so here we go. Whoop. Alright, there we go. So, now, that's all powered again. Bonk. This is only a Mark II miner, so...
Right, I didn't touch that one yet.
Cool. Well, I've put the 2 batteries in it, so whenever you get to it.
Well, that's a normal node.
Oh, is that normal?
Sorry, how much? Actually, hold on. How much coal do we actually need for each of these lines? That's actually good. It's 1460 divided by 3. So
we need 1440. Oh yeah, 1460 is 2 normal.
So it's 46.
46.
46 per line. Well, I guess on average.
Okay.
Let's call it 480 per line.
Okay. So if that's the case, 120, 240. So this can only go up to 300. At its with the current miner.
It's still Mark II.
It's still Mark II. Do you wanna swap it?
I don't have any more miners on me, but let's make one.
I also don't.
All right, that should be easy to fix. Portable miner. Ding. I don't have any turbo motors. Do you have any turbo motors?
Yeah, I do actually.
Oh,
I've got 23. Where are you?
Above you.
Here you go. Whoop.
Yoink.
Why did I have those on my person? Who knows? Also, T3, I would like to say thank you, but honestly, I don't know, that feels kind of mean. I don't always fall and die, and it doesn't always have to be clipped.
It's engagement.
I mean, it happens a lot. I'm not lying. But you don't have to, like, be ready for it. So...
so 40.
So I
think these can get them 600 fully maxed out.
Yeah, that sounds right.
In case I did my math wrong.
No, that sounds right. Alright. So then...
Conveyor belt is too steep. How is that possible?
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Being off by a pixel is annoying.
Yeah. One that really gets me is when I'm building and there's a cable in the way and I just can't get it.
Yeah.
Why is this not... Wait, what's happening here? What is happening here? What is this bullshit? There you go. That was weird.
What happened?
Oh, the coal just wasn't going around the corner that I built.
Hmm.
Just very, very strange.
Alright, now to downgrade all these belts back to Mark 1.
Excuse me?
Because they only need to be small.
No, all belts are 5. All belts are 5 all the time.
Nope. Saving aluminum.
How dare you?
Can't stop me. It's actually better to do it. So there actually is a tangible benefit.
Is
for
there?
Shitty belts. Yeah.
Which is?
It'll help when it's filling the manifold. Each of the sub belts will take smaller amounts of the material, and they'll all fill up more evenly.
I guess, but that's like a temporary problem that resolves itself with a little bit of time.
Yeah, that's one that's highly visible. Because we want to see it work, right? We want to ramp up to maximum production as soon as possible.
Well...
Do we not?
I mean, Yeah, but we're talking about the difference of, like, moments.
Oh, sure, it's irrelevant. But humans are not the rational creatures that fiction makes them out to be.
I don't think fiction's ever done that, unless you're reading some weird, like, libertarian stuff. Atlas shrugged.
I don't know that even that type of fiction depicts humans as rational.
I mean, there's absolutely a Guy Mary Sue equivalent who's the ultra rational, cool, also attractive, can get anyone character.
This is not how. Oh, now it's showing up.
Wish fulfillment is not just the preconceived notion of women in simps, as dude bros on the internet would have you believe.
Hmm.
Alright. This one's got all its coal wired up.
Alright. I'm wiring up the wires.
I ran a line down the center you could have just used. This whole line right here.
Have you ever seen me wire up machines?
No. Well, yeah, that's what the center line was for. You're doing exactly what I'm doing, you just did it closer. The whole line was literally, I built those there so we could connect them. It doesn't matter.
It's fine. It provides better wireless coverage.
Sure.
5G is.
Okay, so how's the iron gonna feed into this?
That's a good question. We actually should think about that before proceeding too much further.
Well, the coal had to run down this way, but I don't think that's how. I think the iron should run up. Like, I think, because the iron's going to come in, right, from this direction. So it makes sense to have all the iron feed in that direction.
Right, unlike the belts that are already here.
Yeah, unlike the belts that are already here. God, I wish you could edit splitters in place.
Yeah. Well, hey, this line, you're already good. I mean, editing the splitters in place isn't going to help, because we need to rebuild the belts anyway, so whatever.
Well, because somebody made the Mark IIIs?
Hmm? No, they were already... I didn't touch those belts yet. But I mean, the belts are running the wrong direction. That's why. We basically... We're not saving much labor by rotating the splitters. It'd be nice, but... Yeah.
How about if you could just rotate disconnected splitters? Even that would be...
Yeah. I would be amenable to that.
Like, I get it's complicated to rotate ones that are already connected because you have to change all the belt directions and stuff, and I can see that being a complete bastard. I get that. Alright. So those are ready for their iron input. And they're all wired up for their output. Okay, cool.
Almost ready on my side.
Wait, hold on. E, Control C. There we go. Control V.
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
fix
okay,
these
that's a
belts.
little faster.
Okay. I'm gonna start running the iron over here.
Okay. As a reminder, we still do need the row of 13, but I can get started on
Right. Yeah.
that. Okay. All right, these are all set up for steel, so this row is good to go whenever.
Wait, why are these not? Oh, hold on, I never finished cutting these wires. I was gonna say, why are all those lights red? There we go. I hooked it into your power backbone.
Okay, so we need another row of... Oop, nope, that's not the one. Still not the one. Delete, delete. So how many did these need? 4, comfortably? 2, 3... I feel like I can get away with 3 here because we're barely using this last one. But maybe we just do the same again. Alright. Muttering to myself. Muttering to myself.
Okay. Oops. How does this work? They're all going in that direction. That's okay. For what it's worth, in Factorio, you can rotate belts, like individual belt tiles,
Okay.
but you can't rotate. You can flip them so they go in the opposite direction, but they're 2-tile entities, so they don't rotate cleanly.
2, 3. Oh, it just fits. Okay. Woo! Oh, no, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3. Okay, slight problem. Okay, I'm gonna scooch this last row closer. I'm not gonna copy the same as it was.
Okay.
Because it does start to infringe on the refinery. So,
Fair enough.
like, we're just scooched right up, and I'm not moving everything over, so I'm gonna move this one row over instead.
That's all copper. That's the iron. Okay.
Alright, so if I'm a refinery and I'm going to point the same direction, what lines up with this? The iron, right? That's what we said? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so and the iron's going to come from that direction. So we're going to get real close here. Six, 7. Just fits TM. Yeah, 8, 9. Fuck. Yeah, okay, that's a little fine. Here. I've lost count. That's okay, it doesn't matter. I run it to here. Okay, and then this row has 1 extra at the end that I will add at the end. So then, let's build some refineries here. Or foundries, whatever the fuck.
Refineries.
Yeah. So the only other thing I actually need to do is... I need to build so let's go like right here.
Wow, I'm getting some weird frame lagginess,
Oh yeah?
which is unusual. Not, I mean, I
Is
always
it?
get a little bit, but
Okay, which
something
way is
about
this coal?
something about having 25 million belts and a bunch of machines going is making my computer
Oh, that's weird.
chug.
That's so strange.
It is.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm gonna put a splitter, actually no, I'm gonna put a refinery down first. Or a fucking foundry. We're gonna see if I can fit that like that. I might not be able to. It might be too steep. Gotta do some experiments. So actually, nope, not what I meant to do. Damn it. Double damn it. Oh good, they actually do fit there. Perfect. Oh look at that, I found sulfur.
There you go.
Oh cool, perfect. Okay, so... Oh, found some more sulfur. That's very far away. So we're just looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's good cover right in the middle, so let's back it off. 2, 3, 4. There's 5. That should fit. Let's go like that for now. Ooh. Sorry, what? The what now? The whole Twitch girl guy rule nudity drama thing? I don't know what that is. You're going to have to elaborate for me. I don't really pay attention to Twitch drama at all, so. If I had to make a guess, it's because they're policing women's bodies on Twitch more than they are policing men's. Just going off of what you've said and
How could you possibly guess that?
past knowledge of things that have happened on Twitch.
Female presenting nipples.
Sorry. Oh, did I get it in one? Is that what you're dotting at, T3? It's like me with just chatting section being a porn site for women only. What? Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got it backwards. Oh, interesting. Huh. Nope. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh. Okay. Alright. To evenly split this iron, I'm going to build a little contraption here.
Okay.
So just be warned. Not going to be that crazy, but
I'm
it's going to be a little gnarly.
I'm prepared to judge.
Well, hoping that's the exact thing you would not do, but I guess that's the world we live in.
I look forward to just seeing your contraption. Excited to the fact that they're at a hot tub category, which features females primarily. Sure. Yeah. Which is also something I've literally never paid attention to.
To be fair, if I was going to tune into hot tub stream, it would probably be for a female and not a male.
Well, yes, but that is because you are, you know, typical,
Yes.
I guess, in that regard.
I am a cis, straight, white male, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
So yeah, like that's your bag. Do. So the fact that they actually added that category is kind of funny to me, but also like, eh.
It makes sense. Like, may as well.
I mean, like by definition, everyone like involved in it is, you know, a consenting adult. Like everyone knows what everyone's there for. It's like, okay, well, all right. I know runs. There's like legalities involved, vis-a-vis, you know, age and whatnot, which is, I would say, a tough problem to solve, which is why I don't work at Twitch. Because that sounds like a them problem.
Is there a legality problem?
Showing nudity to minors. It would, I guess it runs the same kind of thing as, like, how do you stop kids? How do you, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Fair enough.
Actual nudity is not allowed on Twitch. And last time I checked, even 12-year-olds are allowed to look at boobs when they are clothed.
I meant more like access to illicit materials. It becomes just a gray area. When, like, especially when it's like an individual content creator. You're right in that, like, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm just saying, like, I can see it being a legal gray area where someone like Twitch would just not want to get involved.
I think it's a moral gray area.
Sure.
In the sense of, think of the children.
Oh, absolutely. No, I'm 100% saying that it's pearl clutching in that regard. For sure. Okay. Now watch as all of these connect seamlessly. So far, so good. See, well, yeah. Are those things that exist on Twitch? I'm such a naive child, I guess.
I can't imagine that. I mean, I guess I don't know. Because I am also as I said, if I was going to tier these things, I would go for the female. But I don't go to the Twitch for these things.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Why is that running that way? Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. Wait, well, hold on. What's going on here? I just fucked that last guy up. Okay, that's fine. Woo! That would not be a splitter, though. That would be a merger, I guess. Yes. That's how we're going to make that corner.
Nope, that's not lined up even a little bit.
That's all a mess. Oh. Like I said, that sounds like a Twitch problem to me. It's not something I worry about. Alright, coal's being fed into this line. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something I have. Because there's absolutely a market for schlubby dad body. It's definitely a starved market, which people... Well, yeah, listen. I know there's a market for everything. I get that. My point was more the fact that it is an absolutely flooded market on the internet. There's, like, the supply of schlubby dad body on the internet has got to be nearing some kind of critical mass.
Sure.
Oh, hey, which way
I would bet that-
which way do we want the steel feeding out? We want it feeding out towards the back, right? Oops.
Towards the south. Yeah.
Let me just fix that. Okay, so boop, boop.
One more measure.
I'm so interested to see this weird contraption you're building
It's
to
not
route.
It is less weird in reality than it was in my brain.
Okay.
But
Typical
you're
software
welcome to look
developer.
at it at any point. Well, usually it's the other way around when I'm writing software. This is so much easier in my head.
It should just work. What is going on?
I had a meeting with a vendor today.
Oh.
For a product, for a library we want to integrate into our software to improve
Sure.
our observability and monitoring and stuff.
Okay.
And our application is done in PHP, as has previously been mentioned on this very stream.
Yours or like
And-
Patient Pop as a whole?
I mean, yes,
Okay.
yeah, both of us.
Sorry, that was just a curious question. I don't
Yeah.
care, but
I mean, I would love for our part to not be in PHP, but that is not the reality.
right. Yeah.
So anyway, so I was like, hey, so you guys support PHP. How would you recommend we integrate with your library?
Is the answer don't
and-
use PHP?
That's a large part of it, but
Oh my God.
or at least that's the preferable part. But if you have to use PHP because you're not going to invest millions of hours into rewriting everything, then well, there's about 3 or 4 different ways you can go about it. All of them are either they're all external libraries that support the format of data that we export or that we want to import from your application. They're all in either pre-alpha or like haven't been updated in 4 years.
Cool.
And none of them seem to work 100% without doing a lot of manual effort.
Fantastic. Perfect.
Exactly. I would call that the ideal situation. You would then call me crazy for saying that.
Okay, 1, 2.
Question.
Yep. 2.
And this is not judgmental. I'm just highly curious. When you said you were going to build the iron and the coal in the same orientation as the other lines for the first row, how come they're all backwards?
Sorry, what? Hold on, let me finish wiring these up,
Sure.
and then I'll come over and we can talk about whatever shameful goof up I just did.
It's not, it's
together.
not a big deal. It's just weird.
It could have literally been done before we had that conversation.
Could
Would be my first assumption. Okay, what's going on? So steel goes
so
out
we
that
have-
way.
Coal and iron in that order. Iron and coal on
Oh,
the farther line. Which, who cares? Doesn't matter. But it's weird. Only because we literally had the conversation not to not do that.
I don't have a good answer for you.
Okay, that's fine.
Did I do that? No, I didn't goof it up on this one. Yeah, I have no idea.
That's cool.
Oh, you know
Like I
what?
said, I don't
Actually,
actually care.
what it honest to God was probably the fact that I wired up the coal first. Using this, like, from where I placed the thing. It's literally just, it's because I did coal first and I just wired it up. Like, closest hole to closest hole. Tell your sex tape. And yeah, just went down the line. That's exactly
And
what
then we
happened.
started talking about hot tubs. It all went sideways from there.
Ugh, you and your single belts. It'll all solve itself in the end. Okay, there we go. Is that all of our steel production done?
Could be.
I think it is.
We all have iron feeding in. The coal.
Oh, hold on.
Hold on. Have we? Yeah.
Hey,
What's up?
oh, we've got to reconnect some coal. Or our nuclear stuff's gonna shut down.
Eventually.
Well, it's got 0 pipe steel.
Yeah, that's true.
So...
I think we're probably good for a while, but I can go check and make sure.
Bring some aluminum with you and you come back.
Oh, I can give you the aluminum now if you want. Over here in the belt nest, I'm dropping some aluminum.
Okay, which line had the coal? I'm pretty sure it was this one. Okay, I need to know which of these... Okay, that's deuterium. Okay, so let's ditch that. Right. So I'm pretty sure it's this line right here. Yeah. Okay. Do you already reverse all the steel or all the iron directions?
I did not touch any iron directions. Oh,
yeah, you did from the smelters.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay.
The outputs, yeah. Hey, Mr. Boy. I'm starving up your friend's name, but that's C. Dutson.
Hello.
You can't find it?
Really?
I mean, the URL is right there on the screen. I should make a command. I have the Street of the Bot in here now.
I should probably actually do that for you as well.
I'm starving. So I don't actually know what you mean. I'm starving up her friend's name, but I didn't find it. Oh, searching.
Searching.
We have a command for this. Command.
I am C. Dutson.
Twitch.tv/C. Dutson.
Okay, so that's that.
Pretty cool dude and doesn't afraid of anything.
So many lies in such a small window.
I mean, hey, you keep streaming horror games, so.
Yeah, but I'm spooked as all hell of them.
What the hell is it doing?
Thank you for the follow, Mr. Boy.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reconnect one of the steel lines just for a second, or for a bit until we, rejig everything, just so our power doesn't shut down accidentally, because it's just gonna bug the hell out of us. So
there is a non-trivial chance.
In
fact, I'll say 100% chance that line is disconnected in the middle.
Oh,
because I
probably.
repurposed some of that spaces for the iron.
Yeah, that's certainly
be
possible.
aware of that.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh wait, that steel's going the wrong way. Which steels are any of these steel going the right way?
Probably not.
Probably not. Oh God.
I mean,
T3 wall of text. Something chunky monkey. Is that funky? Hello, Mr. Boy. Hold on a second. Oh, he's talking to you. You know, T3, you could go into Pokemon Freaks chat too to dump this.
yeah.
Because he'd probably be easier for him. But
also,
two open.
Those are a lot of words, domain-specific words that I don't have the brain process right this second.
This is public. Okay. 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 I kind of understand what's happening so far.
It's talking about network trafficking.
Yeah, which is something I have the thinnest grip on.
Right. It's something network is always one of the things I need to think about because there's a lot of components involved. And they all suck.
Yeah.
Also, I nearly just ran off a cliff.
Don't do that.
And
that's a me thing.
there to, yeah. So for what it's worth, our power plants are all filled up with 50 nuclear rods each, and the belt is full of nuclear rods as well. So we are not in any danger of running out of power.
All right. All right, then I'll leave that alone. Would it be better to put this? I mean, if you want him to read it, I mean, well, you can put it wherever you want, but he's doing his own thing, so he's not going to be reading my chat to the same kind of level as perhaps you would like.
That's true. I think I keep a better eye on your chat when you're doing Satisfactory, because you got your spreadsheet open.
I don't have it open right now, but okay, so we theoretically have all of our steel production right now. So what is the next step?
Don't worry about it, T3. It's fine there. But if you want to talk to me, hey, why not send some engagement my way?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind you putting it there, but I'm saying Pokemon Freak's streaming right now. He has his own chat.
When am I doing Hydroneer? I'm not sure. I do want to do some more of it. The problem is I started playing it offline, and then, then it feels weird to go back to streaming it.
That was me with Subnautica. Because I thought for a while, I was like, oh, I could stream some bonus Subnautica, and I was like, no, you know what? This game's just for me. Okay,
There's a lot of games that I would stream more if I knew I wanted to stream them when I started.
Yeah, okay, so
anyway.
So what's the green highlighting in the production orders? That mean that's done? Like quartz crystal is green.
Yeah, I think that means it's done.
Okay, then that means we can green the steel ingot.
Yeah.
Green the steel ingot's the name of my band. Okay, so that's that. So why don't we start by building some of this steel stuff? So we need steel beams, we need 2 machines doing steel beams, and 67 doing steel pipes. God, that is such a stupid number. Yeah. Okay, so
the good news is that they're only assemblers. So
just a sea of assemblers.
I should double check that before.
Yes. Oh, the assembler. The assemblers.
Assembler. That's pretty good.
The assemblers.
Yes. Okay, so they are only. Sorry, constructors, not even assemblers.
All right, Mr. Boy.
Hey, yeah, maybe don't do that. This is your official warning.
That's an interesting way to test the waters.
Don't pee into the waters.
Don't pee in the waters. It's good advice. So if I wanted to make 67, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have a look because I don't know. So I'm just gonna build me an assembler. Wait, is an assembler? It's all assemblers. Assemblers all the way down.
Yep, lowest tier. No, not even assemblers. Constructors.
Oh, it's constructors. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, constructor. Boop. And we are making steel pipes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 30 per minute. So something math is hard. Multi-calculator.
I'm gonna bring over some reinforced plates.
So what's 780 divided by 30? That's 26 can be fed off of a single line. And we need 67. Wait, hold on. Wait, shit. Hold on. Uh-oh.
What's up?
I don't know, we're just gonna have to split the lines in some weird ways. Because we need 67. Oh, no. Actually, I think that's okay. So we need 2 lanes of 26. 26 and 26, 46, 52. And then 52, 62. Then there's 14 on the last line. And the steel beams and the other stuff can go on that last lane. Okay. Cool. So I need to build 26. How do we want to do this? Which way do we want to go? Let's start with the outside. So this is that. We can get rid of the workshop. So that's the out. How do we want to pipe this thing? I guess it's got to go around the outside. Or do we stagger it all?
the belts.
Yeah, because we're gonna have to bring
Good
these parts
question.
back in at some point.
Right.
So I'm just trying to figure out which way I want to direct. Like, it's basically left or right. Which way do I want to put the assemblers? If you want to look at my stream for a hot second, I can kind of show you. I mean, like,
Sure.
do I want to point them this way, right? So the output's on this side, and
Right.
we kind of wrap it around the outside, or do I put it this way, and we kind of stagger, like, this input goes into here, this input goes into like the next row, and like stagger it out that way.
I was kind of thinking. Let me head to where you are.
Okay.
What I was thinking was that we got all this steel stuff over here.
Speaking of
Let's
water.
start
Yep.
building in this direction, and have it fed eventually, I guess, this way towards the refinery. And I guess
Where are you? Because you were definitely talking, and I definitely don't know where you're pointing.
Where are you? I mean, I'm at the steel production. I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
so am I. I'm hovering at
Okay,
the
fine.
edge of time. So yeah.
I'm at the intersection. I'm near the refinery.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
So, if we were to start building in this general direction, I'm pointing in this direction only as
Yeah.
reference.
Yeah.
Then what we could do is start feeding everything in this direction, and bring it back into the fold, going around the refinery.
Right.
over
Okay.
here or
So
something.
I like that,
Maybe
except for the part where I need 26 assemblers, or constructors, which is not insignificant. So my thought is we could build it. Well, if you want, like, we have to build a lot of constructors and then feed that back to wherever. And
Sure.
I have concerns that we would be able to fit 26 like in this gap.
Well,
like, maybe
it's just a math then.
Or like the other option, if just to finish the thought, is we actually build more out in this direction and build it like over here, and then we use this. Oh my God, world save. Then we use this line and run it back. So yeah, they're basically one per.
Right.
They're a bit longer, but
1, 2,
wide
3,
they are
4,
1.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. So I mean, it would extend further this way, but I think that's fine. If we were going to do it on this side, we could just keep going in this direction, because the steel doesn't need to take an immediate 90-degree turn here. It can go out further and then turn. The only thing about doing it past the steel is that makes the routing of the steel more complicated.
That's it?
Because
why? We just run it straight through.
But we're not just making pipes. We're also making
right. We are making mostly pipes.
Mostly pipes.
And then the rest. Yeah. True.
It is true that there are smaller amounts of the other stuff. I guess 2 steel beam assemblers or whatever, and
the plates, the
4 iron plates. Okay, so I guess that's not a huge deal.
Yeah, though we still haven't figured out how to get plastic into the mix here.
Right. Those will be assemblers.
Yes. So
I guess it's not a big deal.
Okay, how about this? Okay, how about this? This third line right here, right? Let's reserve that for this space, because we can build all the variety box of, the plates, the beams, and the leftover pipes could all kind of go into this space, and then these 2 lanes here, we can just build only pipes going out like a little bit here, because we can actually I can split 2, like I can do a lane of 2 and merge them back together in the end.
All right, so let's I like that idea. That works, I think.
All right.
So let's figure out what that actually nets out to. Then.
So each of these will have 26. So either I make 2 very long rows of 26, or I split the difference.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If but that's if we're only making if we're trying to balance out the pipes. But that's not what we're doing.
What do you
Because we
mean?
want the third row to be pipes and we want
Sure.
all the plates, all the beams, plus plus an equivalent left over of the pipes. So that row will be making less pipes than the other two rows.
Yeah.
And so but we can figure that out pretty easily, just by looking at the formulas here.
I have no idea how to understand your formulas.
No, they are not easy to understand. Well, I mean, they're kind of easy. It's just subtracting each different thing that draws from it.
Okay, so yeah, I guess we need. Okay, so we need two full.
by-
I see. Okay. All right. Is there a way to manifold all this?
Yes, I mean yes. Well, it's hard if you have more than one belt of a thing, which is really the problem. If we could have like an infinity belt, then yes, this would be a trivial manifold.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, yeah, if it's an infinity. Okay, so if I go like this, I just want to look at this again. So steel pipe.
Oh,
so I produced 20.
Wait a minute. Why is this F45? That's not right.
What's 26?
Oh, yes, it is. Never mind.
26 times 20. So one row of 26 is going to make 520 pipes. You know what? That's not so bad. We can make, okay. So I can make the two 26 rows, and they'll be 520 apiece. And then all we have to do is merge in the stuff off the variety lane, to get the extra.
I do wish you would just let me do the math, and I'll just hand you the answer on a plate.
All right, sorry.
That you can
sorry.
consume at your leisure. 150 of the steel needs to go towards the variety stuff.
Okay.
So, how much does one of these rows produce of steel?
Should produce, hold on.
Was it 600?
Okay, this is, what's 60 times 12? 720, right?
Yeah.
So, each of these rows produces 720, except for the last one, which produces 780. Oh.
I'm going to call it 750 because it's only supposed to be half a machine. So we'll say 750 minus the 150 for the other stuff. So 600 units of pipes can go into the side area.
Oh, okay.
Which is 10 machines. Which is not
20.
Machines,
That's 20. It's 20 machines then, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's easy. So 20 goes there, and then the rest can be split amongst the other two.
All right. Oh, hold on. So 20 goes into the variety section? No.
Yeah, 20 pipes worth, or 20 pipe constructors.
20 constructors goes there. So we need 67. So that's 47. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
which is 20, which is basically 24 per line.
Yes. So it's 23. A 23 and a 24. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So, let's do that.
So I can build the variety area if you want.
Well, you can get started with that. I'll knock this out, and I can come over and help in a minute.
Sure. I'm gonna put a box here with some assembler with some constructor parts, since you probably don't have that many reinforced plates on you.
I have 146. So.
All right. Well, okay. So you're good actually then. Never mind. Do you have enough cables? You need like 400 cables.
I have cables. I have 425 cables.
All right, never mind. I'm sorry I brought stuff.
One,
not
two,
sorry.
three. Whoops!
Please.
Ah, that's fine.
What?
I ran out of juice for my hover pack, and then like missed the lip of the edge by tripped off of it. Just unfortunate.
I'm having a weird issue where I can't fly.
It could be the lack of power.
No, definitely not that.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And T3, before you get sassy, you will note that I did not fall to my death.
I suspect he's gonna get sassy about something else.
Shame I didn't die. Nope. Pretty sure it was about the fact that I fell. I just didn't die. Okay, so we'll do similar to what we did with Refiner C with this. I'll do one line down the middle with the individual things on the side, and then I'll merge around the back. I survived another day. Day is not over. Two, three, four. Good. And then oh wait, I need an extra row at the end here. Didn't think about that. It's so weird that this build is so big, we're actually getting to, like, towards my old stomping grounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, constructors. So
13.
right
I guess.
here. Let's line you up like that. Yeah. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fuck. One day, I'm gonna check my inputs and outputs before I start.
Yeah. That's probably not a terrible idea.
Yeah, literally never gonna happen. Okay, so.
Oops. Down I go.
Was my... hold on a second. Options. Video. Oh yeah, my field of view still cranked way up. No wonder this all feels weird to me. There we go.
Oh, I did the same thing again. Why don't I learn from my mistakes?
Oh.
My one weakness.
My one weakness, an inability to learn.
I could put on my jetpack, but that's so last century.
Burning fossil fuels for propulsion? What is this? Technically, our backpacks are powered by nuclear power.
Exactly. 100% clean energy, asterisk. As long as you don't count barrels of waste as dirty.
Yeah. I can't wait for that to all fill up when we're not paying attention.
I would love for that to happen.
I mean, there's
Sadly, I don't think that's
there's
actually...
a lot of boxes up there.
Yes.
I really planned ahead in that regard.
I went a little nuts building them.
It's unsatisfactory.
For planning.
Okay, click. Alright, there's one. Should I make these tighter? Like, I can probably do it in 4, but I've got it set up for 6. Ah, screw it. Yeah, let's tighten it up. Just because it's going to have a knock-on effect as the further we build down.
Excuse me.
So it's this row. No. Structure. Let's go like that. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I can make that work. I think. In fact, I might be able to get closer. Splitter. Oh yeah, that's what we want. One, two.
You know what? Different. Incidentally, how was your day today?
It was all right. Right now Fridays are half days at my workplace, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm actually working on a different thing than I was before.
All right.
That thing can now go to testing, so I'm sure I'll be working on it again when I'm back from vacation. Which I should actually probably say, hey, I'm on vacation all next week, so no streams.
Oh, nice. No streams, all right.
Okay,
See,
this
that's
row.
the mistake I made. Is when I went on vacation, it was oops all streams.
Yeah, but the difference being that I usually do stream. I won't be near my computer.
Right.
It's not vacation like, oh, I'm not working. It's I'm away
Right.
from my home, so I couldn't if I wanted to.
Right.
Okay, so there's 24 there. But yeah, I'm sure, absolutely certain I will be fixing something at some point. With that project. It's not a small project, so.
Right.
Let's go like that. Yeah, nice and tight.
I feel a little bad for your QA people. I hated dealing with the analytics stuff. It's such a pain. Although maybe it's better these days. But
Yes.
I'm not betting on it.
Yes, QA people. Yes.
Well, we hired a QA person for our team not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, we're working on one of getting like a proper one. Like we do have people QAing. It's not just like absolute cowboy
Right.
stuff, but like someone whose title is QA analyst kind of thing.
Right. There is a difference between just someone who's testing stuff and
Yeah.
someone who's performing QA.
Yeah, yes, that's true. I'm really looking forward to that eventual hire. Because certain people have been kind of stretched a little thin doing QA and also their other jobs.
Right.
And I don't feel like having them get burnt out. Because I like them.
Yeah.
And they're good at the jobs that they usually do. So. Okay, we're gonna run these down the other way? Does that make sense? No. We'll just merge them all up this way, and then we'll run them all around the back. Okay. 8. Merger. I gotta do this backwards.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
But yeah, so it was a half day. It was fine. Building the thing right now where like the API needs to be updated, so I'm kind of just making assumptions as I write it.
Sure.
For the time being. And then my entire afternoon consisted of a small nap because I didn't sleep very well last night, and followed with producing content. Just an abysmal amount of craft dinner was cooked.
An irresponsible amount of content.
Yes. Now, in my defense, I didn't eat all of it. So, like, from a health perspective, I didn't make a terrible decision. From, like, a food waste perspective, definitely more.
Please tell me your family participated in this.
Absolutely not. My family is nowhere to be seen. Also, if you think I could get my picky child to eat, well, 1, craft dinner, because she won't, and 2, wild-ass flavors of craft dinner, you're mad, sir.
So, I buy groceries all the time.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who needs to feed myself, you know, sometimes I go buy things.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes those things include craft dinner.
Sure.
I have never seen those flavor booster things in my entire life.
They're brand
Where
new.
the hell did you get those?
They are brand new. You can get them in stores. I have seen photos, so I know that you can now get them in the wild. That said, I have locked myself into a splitter.
Awesome. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Craft dinner for non-Canadians is shitty macaroni and cheese.
I mean,
I understand.
America and other places do have mac and cheese. In Canada, we call it craft dinner, which I feel like is a legal issue more than anything else.
Well, the reason I make that distinction is because I understand that traditional mac and cheese recipes involve baking it. And
sure.
cheese.
Okay, how about this? It is an instant boxed variant of mac and cheese.
Sure. Mac and cheese like product.
Yeah. It's not good. I mean, I do go into this a little bit in my video, but it is engineered to be mediocre. It is good enough that like you'll eat it, and
there's enough sodium in it that you won't like. Yeah, it tastes fine in the moment.
Yeah, and then you also forget that it wasn't very good.
Right.
Like I said, it's engineered that way. It's the McDonald's style of food production.
Right.
Because, as I noted, like, Kraft could absolutely make Katie, or mac and cheese, taste really good. Like, they could do it. It's possible. But the problem with that is then they could, yes. Absolutely they could. Just like McDonald's could absolutely make a better burger, but they don't want to. Because in order to do that, it would cost more money, and people would eat less of it, because you can actually get like kind of flavor overload. Like eating a burger that's like 10 out of 10 is great. Yeah. But you're only going to eat that 10 out of 10 burger like once in a while, because you would otherwise just get fatigued by it. So
you have a heart attack.
Well, that too, but let's put the health thing aside, because nobody actually cares about that. Whereas stuff like McDonald's, you eat it, you're like, all right, whatever, and then you could eat it again the next day. Should you? No, but you absolutely could, and many people do. And that's because the flavor is just good enough. And that's exactly the same thing for craft dinner. Like, so craft dinner is fine. And it's like that by design. Now, someone here in Craft Canada had lost their fucking minds during COVID, I assume. And they made these flavor packs. These flavor boosts. And I found out of it because of my brother and me. They did a Munch Squad episode, and they talked about this, and as soon as I heard that, I literally stopped the podcast, and
it went to No Frills.
No, I went to Craft's website.
Oh.
And bought myself a 6-pack, so you get one of each flavor. And did that. Didn't know it also came with Craft Dinner, which is fun. So I got extra.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, yeah, it does. But I paid the money. I didn't know I was getting Craft Dinner with it. I had paid money being like, well, yeah, this is just how much this costs. It was actually kind of bonus.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's where I found them. Though I have seen photos, you can get them in the wild. Should you get them? Different question.
I think that's a question everybody is going to have to answer for themselves. And
True.
think about it from a holistic perspective.
I mean, having now tried them, there's one flavor I would 100% get. If I saw it on the shelf, I would get it. Another flavor was also very good, but was actually a lot of flavor, and eating a lot of Craft Dinner of that particular flavor would absolutely exhaust me.
Sure.
Again, the flavor fatigue would set in. Most of them kind of sucked. Like, they're just, like, not great. And one of them was extremely bad. It's hard to find a good deli? Yeah. Finding a good deli is hard. I had a not too terrible one back when I lived in Toronto, but yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been to a good deli.
I mean, they
Granted,
do exist.
I've only been to like a handful of delis.
So, that way.
That's 15.
Let's see. Wait, T3, aren't you in Canada?
So he also said he's never been to McDonald's.
Oh.
So, you know,
I feel like, okay, fine, that's fine.
I know.
I really feel like Craft Dinner is like a kind of quintessential thing that a lot of people know about.
If someone hasn't been to McDonald's, I could totally see not knowing Craft Dinner. Like they are both quintessential Canadian institutions. I know McDonald's is not Canadian, but you know what I mean.
You never bought Craft Dinner. That's fine that you've never bought it. That's fine that you haven't bought it. But like, it is such a common thing. Like, it's in movies and stuff. Like to not know about it is like a weird hole in your knowledge of just like zeitgeist kind of knowledge. I'm not saying you have to have ever eaten it. That's fine. I'm not saying that. I find it interesting and odd that you don't know what it is. Like, you would have seen it in grocery stores. You don't watch movies. You've seen some movies, though. I don't think you can just sit there and declare that you've never watched a movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stick with T3 on that.
Okay.
I don't think it's that crazy. It's unusual, certainly, but it is. I think it's well within the realm possibility that someone has never encountered Craft Dinner. You know, if you're not looking for it, like, why would you? Like, you may not notice it. There's lots of things in the grocery store that I'm sure lots of people eat that I've never heard of, just because I'm not looking.
Perhaps, yeah.
Now, I think in this context, it is not unreasonable to say that you should probably try craft dinner at least once, just to say that you have.
Just so you know what it is.
It's hard to be Canadian and not, indulge it sometimes.
Now, oh fuck, woo! All that to say, it's not good.
No,
Like, will own, not good. Not trying to say it is.
Listen, Molson, also not good, but it's a Canadian institution. What are you gonna do?
What? Sorry, what?
Molson.
I can actually say I've never drank a Molson.
Me neither.
But I am aware of it
but
in this case.
That makes us weird. Sure.
Perhaps.
Okay.
I'm not big on beer as a whole. Like there's like one brewery I like, and that's about it. So like I'm also not the target audience for that. But like I still know what Molson is. Just kind of was the point I was more getting at. I get not eating it. I was just confused as how you don't know it. That was more what I was trying to get at.
I guess. But still,
It's fine. Like you're right. I should put Teethering Blast for not knowing the thing. You're right. So I will own that. Does it have a whole wheat option? Is there a whole wheat option of craft dinner? I think Annie's, which is another brand that sells a similar, if arguably healthier, as many quotation marks around that as you can, option that I think has a whole wheat. I don't know if craft dinner itself has a whole wheat option.
I'm pretty sure it does. I, of course, would never touch such a thing, because why would I? No, I think it does.
You use Guinness for stews? Use Guinness for stews and you assume that's a beer? Okay, now T3, that's unfair to say that because, yes, Guinness is a beer, fine. You should know what's going into the stews you make. It would say, it's gonna say beer. And I'm pretty sure it says beer right on the can.
Probably, yeah.
I think it legally has to.
I mean, I would, if I was marketing something, I would probably want it to say on the product what it was. But it is also.
I mean,
I could also see it being a minimalist black can with a weird logo on it and nothing else, just to be artsy or something. But it probably does in fact say beer on it.
I asked what I should add to the stew, and a lady at the store told me I wanted a strong. Okay. Wow. Yes, lager. Not spelt that way, but yes. Though Guinness is actually what is called a stout, not a lager, which now you're getting into the pedantry of beer.
That's a dangerous subject.
It's a whole thing, yes. Stout basically just means an extremely dark, strong beer. It's generally a much higher calorie count as well, just by virtue of what it is.
Yeah. But hey,
the fuck you know about that? I agree. Yeah, I don't expect you to know. You don't know. You seem to don't know lots of things that I expected you to. So why would you know that? That makes perfect sense. And again, I'm not putting you on blast for that. It's just it's so interesting to me that you have these like blind spots.
For all we know, TV could have grown up in Barrie.
Oh yeah, because people in Barrie don't know what beer is, huh?
Sorry, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know. I basically grew up in Barrie. So.
If you're not informed, you make wrong decisions. I mean, well, yeah, that's just humanity. I think it's more just like, if something does not immediately pique your interest, you just don't seem to register the thing. And so you're like, I don't know what that is. I'm also not going to ever think about it or look it up or anything ever.
Yep.
Which, I mean, that's a way to live. It frees up a lot of space in your brain for other things.
It sure does.
Alright. Okay, I have finished the assembler array.
All right, I am nearly done my part of it.
Why did I do it this way? This is very stupid. Oh no, I know why I did it this way. It's fine. Wait, no, I don't know why I did it this way. This was stupid. You know what though? Don't care. We're gonna make it go. We're gonna go with it.
This coal belt. Kind of annoying.
Is there? Look at that, an aesthetic belt crime just for you.
Oh. I'm excited.
Crisscrossing belts.
Nice. That's the output, that's the input. Okay.
So we're used to that now. All right.
Oh, flag. Weird. Alright.
Oh, I didn't wire up all of this yet. Whoops.
How dare you? Alright, pipes are flowing. Beams are not flowing. Oh. Wait.
Okay, yeah, and your beams we're gonna split into my beams. Right?
We're
Yeah.
gonna merge them. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah, we're gonna take your one lane of pipes and then slap a splitter on the end of it and then merge it into mine.
Well, actually, hold on. How many? So the total beams is a trivial. So.
Oh no,
you
sorry,
can
not
just
beams,
feed
not
your
beams. Pipes. Pipes. That's
Yeah.
what I meant, sorry.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're not making. Duh.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, no, I knew what I was saying. I was just using the wrong words
Right.
and expecting you to understand it. Yeah, like I have the 2 lanes and then your pipe one, we slap a splitter on the end of it and then merge it into my 2 lanes and then we're good.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay, so that's
Actually,
all
what we could do, actually, we can still do the thing. Oh no, we can't. Never mind. If I build this separately, you could. What you could have done is feed each of your belts into my belt lanes over here. But I did not do that. I built as one output.
Okay, these all have steel, so we are making pipes. Just hit paste 47 times.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think it's faster for me to do the clicks, because there's a slight delay on when you can actually paste.
I do kind of wish you could do it.
I wish I could just look at the machine and hit paste.
Yeah,
That would be nice.
that's how Factorio does it. Oh, Mike, stop talking about Factorio. Well,
I was gonna say, if you love Factorio so much, why did you marry it?
I did. I bought it years ago.
It's been a long, healthy, if somewhat toxic relationship at times.
Yes. I've beaten it many times. Wait.
I've brought it to completion many times. There you go. There's a positive, if creepy, spin to it.
Yes.
Do we not need screws for, like, anything we're building?
I don't think so.
That's so wild to me.
I mean,
What would we need them for? I guess we would just need them for the steel plates, which we're not. We're using a different recipe.
Yeah.
God, that's so strange to me.
It is. Yes.
They're such a quintessential part of the equation, and we're just, like, doing the entire endgame without them.
Would you object terribly if I were to stack these output belts?
Nope.
Okay.
If that makes it easier for you to do your mergy thing, go nuts.
Yes. It would.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Oh, you haven't wired in his power up. I can't fly. Ah.
Yeah, I'm literally just about to start that.
How dare you do this?
I'm
How
doing
dare
it.
you
I'm
beat me in this manner.
fucking doing it, okay? I'm doing it right now. Alright, let's put you... How am I gonna do this? 1, 2, 3... You in here? Oh.
Three, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Do belts go to 6 or 5?
I guess we'll find out. I hope it's 6. Yeah, they go to 6.
I don't know if it's something that I'm probably going to make the right. Yeah, if I like me for those in the first place, I don't know what it's called. It's hard to find out something you don't know if you don't know what to look for. Yeah, classic chicken and egg search problem. I have my basic vegetables, the oil salt, wine or cooking sherry for flavoring. Yeah, but then I just don't know what else to look for. I mean, really, that's just like looking up recipes, right? Of like, I want to make a new thing. How do I make it? And then you just have to look at the recipe and find recipes that actually tell you what's in it. You know, you are like the kind of person for whom those blog posts of like that have the whole big write-up of what, like, I made this recipe one cold winter when something 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 something, and it's like 18 paragraphs explaining the origins of it, but they will tell you everything that's in it and why it's there. Like, you'll get the whole story.
Whether you want it or not.
Yes. Listen, all I'm saying is every cooking blog should be mandated to have a skip to recipe button.
The skip cutscene button.
I know there was actually a Chrome extension that would attempt to do that for you. Because it would look at like common class names and stuff like that, and it would try and figure out. Oh, this is an absolute crime. This is great. It would try and figure out where the recipe was on the page, and like trim out the story.
That's fun.
I don't know how well it worked. I didn't use it, but Because that absolutely feels like the kind of thing that would break as often as it wouldn't.
Sure. What I've really internalized over the last little while is that a lot of cooking, you don't need a recipe, really. Throw some shit in a pot, in a pan, you know, fry it up a little bit, add a little bit of oil, put it on some rice. You got stir fried. What ingredients? Sure. Yes. All those ingredients.
The ingredients are limited only by your imagination and also your wallet.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. It can be tough to get started if you're starting from literally nothing.
Yeah,
But
generally
it's not.
Generally the idea for stuff like that has always been like, I like food. How do I make food? Like, how do I make food X? And then just look it up and you're like, wow, that's very complex. Okay, try a different food and like work your way down until you find something that's like manageable. And then you start there. It's like, I really like macarons. How do I make macarons? Oh, dear God, no. Okay, well.
Pastries are rough.
Pastries
are not a good place to start.
No, don't start with pastries. Oh, Lord, don't.
That's like hard mode. That's the Iron Man challenge.
Oh yeah, tags. Yeah, tags are bad on cooking sites because they're all WordPress blogs run by individuals. There's no standard. All right, I have a sea of pipes finally being made. That took a little bit longer because I had to rejig stuff a couple times, but...
Sure.
Hi, I'm over here to finally help you. Oh, look, you're done.
I'm done. Well, I'm done with the pipes.
Yeah, you're done with the pipes and you're done with the...
Tidy some stuff.
I assume you're also done with the whatchamacallits?
The beams, yeah.
The beams.
The steel beams.
So we still have to get plastic down here.
Right.
How the fuck do we want to do that?
What I was going to do, just for the right now, I'm just going to build the assemblers and have their butts facing out into the open. And hope that that's sufficient.
Yeah, I wonder. How far is oil from here?
That's too close.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're using that one. Wow, those are very far away. Okay.
I mean, we have plastic. We just need to route it in.
I know, I just don't want to route it all the way. But yeah, we do. You're right.
Not the end of the world.
Nope. Okay, so I take you've already merged the pipes and stuff, right?
Yes.
Oh, I see you routed it that way. Cool. Alright. Oh, that hurts my head. I understand what's happening, but that hurts my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. Cool. Alright, so there's all the pipes. Modded Minecraft after Satisfactory? No. I mean, I'm not saying never. I'm not saying never.
Pondered it.
We have. The problem is, like, that's just going to take for diggity dang ever. So, if I was going to do something like modded Minecraft, it would have to be one of the mods that actually had like a distinct tree, much like Satisfactory, where it's like, if you do the following things, you technically quote win because you have finished the mod pack. So yeah, I'm not saying no to Minecraft in general, but I don't want to just do open build stuff. But yeah, what's up?
I suspect that, well, maybe outside of like super challenges, like to get creative items, I'm willing to bet that a modern Minecraft pack would actually be quicker to go through than Satisfactory, because it is the Wild West. You don't have game devs balancing things.
Well, I mean, the mod pack people can balance things. They
can
can
try.
and do that at times. Like that one that we were playing for a while, individually, but we were both running the same mod pack. Like, they had adjusted numbers just because.
Sure. So we're running. Gee, how are we doing over there?
Quest book, maybe. But yeah, honestly, it's probably a matter of. There we go. Oh my god, look at it. It's beautiful. Wait, one of my machines isn't working.
Oh no. To be honest, after the disaster that was Valheim,
Alright, we gotta go finish that. At some point. At some point. Listen, we did the motor fight. We never have to do it again.
I won't say never.
It's fine that we take a break. We could just wait for that game to get more built before we go back into it.
Sure. What I was gonna say is that I kind of do want to take a break in general from doing these. I love doing these streams, but they are also.
I mean, they take time and energy.
Yeah.
Which is, I understand completely. So yeah, I think once we finish Satisfactory, I think what I'm actually going to do for the next little bit is probably just do some long form plays for a little bit. Just like pick a game, play through it, finish it, move on. Do that for a little bit. Just because as much as I like my schedule, it can get a little ragged at times because I'm kind of jumping in and out of games. And sometimes you just want to play a game through. Right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what I'm gonna do once we finish this, because like one of the reasons I haven't done it is because like we are doing this together.
Yeah.
So it's like if it's not a decision that affects just me. It's.
I mean, we could. If you want, here's the thing: if you want to stop doing this for whatever reason, like that would, that would suck. But I wouldn't have a huge problem with that.
Right.
Obviously.
But I don't want to do that. Like
something new. If you were to start something new, then yes, I'd want a little bit of input.
Sure. Absolutely. No, and yeah, I don't want to just like bail on you.
Sure.
Like I am enjoying what we are doing.
Yeah. Beating Satisfactory. Well, for as much as you can beat it, but
as much as one can beat it. I mean, hey, eventually there is going to be a plot, so God knows we might come back to Satisfactory one day.
Maybe. But either way, beating this is on my bucket list, so I'm happy to keep doing that.
Have you not actually beaten it before? No. Like we did update 3, which I guess kind of sort of counts, but
yes, I mean but yeah, I had not even gotten that far at that time. Like this playthrough is the furthest I've gotten at all points.
What are you building over there?
I'm just getting the output for all this shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm aggregating it.
Okay. Sorry, I just took my screenshot. It's past 12. We should probably wind down. Yep.
Didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost done here.
That's also one of the other things. Is this game it really gets away from me a lot, and I end up streaming to like close to 1 a lot, right. And that is definitely taking its toll on my human body. So, yeah, with doing a long form game, it's easier for me to be able to like set an alarm, just like, you know, stop.
Right.
So,
without any spoilers, do you have an idea for what long form game you want?
Nope. I would probably have to look at my pile of games. What the hell is going on over there? What the fuck?
Are you?
What is that?
What are you looking?
Hold on. That. Hold on.
I'm looking at your stream to see what you're looking at.
The blinky thing.
Oh.
Yeah. When I zoom in on it, it goes away. It's some kind of weird rendering bug.
Okay, so I probably won't be able to see it. You're looking at that miner. Yeah,
It's like on a belt connection.
Oh, hold on. There, actually, no, I do see something weird.
That is
There is
very
something
weird.
on my side.
Huh. All right. I've taken that screenshot. So that's okay. We got all the steel done, and we actually started building some parts.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll route all those over. So what's actually left on the basics list? We've got oil. We've got crude oil, and we've got, oh god, the aluminum.
The aluminum is probably the next thing we should think about.
Well, sure, the crude oil will take like half an hour, because just put things on oil, like merge into 2 pipes, and then just wait until we know where to put the pipes. Right, like there's not much to be done for that. But yeah, the whole bauxite thing's gonna be...
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do that, then you could also then work on you could then do the plastic and rubber.
Yeah, that's fair. Because is that what that's all used for? It's...
I don't think it's used for anything else.
Let's see.
I mean, it's so okay. Well,
So
again,
there's definitely rubber. There's definitely plastic.
The primary output we care about is polymer resin to make the plastic and rubber. As a byproduct, we get into heavy oil residue, which we are turning into petroleum coke for aluminum. These numbers are all kind of out of whack because, like, we already have some production of this stuff, and I don't see any reason to not use it.
I mean, I would like to not use it, if only because then we have to remath it all. Because like, I don't know how much we're already producing versus not, and having to futz all those numbers.
We just need to decrease the machine counts. Maybe, I don't know. What? Yeah, it's fine. We can do it from scratch as all.
Like, like I'm tempted to do it from scratch, just as like then I don't have to worry about those other machines, and eventually we can just rip them out or whatever. I don't care. But any hoots. So yeah, like it'll take like half an hour to build those and merge them together, and technically, yeah, I could start building all the plastic rubber stuff if we really wanted to. I guess we've got all the recipes, so we can just make the stuff.
Like if there are any other weird production chains, we could just build them, even if we haven't built the ingredients or the consuming. Like we could build all the machines for the actual parts.
We could,
because I'm pretty sure we could start assembling some of them.
Oh yeah, probably could. Actually, I don't know. I think plastic and rubber are going to be pretty integral to pretty much all of them.
The thing is, we need to build all of the parts. So, like, we're already we don't need them for like tier 1 or 2 parts, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah, that's an option, is to go and build, like, have someone start with the aluminum, the other person start with the rubber, plastic, super builds.
I think the aluminum shouldn't be that hard to do, because it should mostly just be an expansion of what we already have.
It's the sourcing of the bauxite that's going to be the bastard.
Sure.
We have to find it. Right? Because there's not that many.
I think it also needs a rethink of the water situation.
Yeah.
To drastically reduce the amount of plastic that stuff consumes.
Oh yeah, that whole thing's going to have to be torn down and rebuilt.
Yeah, probably.
So we're using that one. So yeah, there's like 3.
Yeah.
I don't know which one we're using, but
I mean,
I think we need.
We can build multiple.
How much bauxite do we need? 1900 something. Oh my god, 1920. So that's. We need all 3 bauxites.
We need 1600.
What? No, it's 1920.
The pink column is the pink column. Look at don't look at these. Let me just gone. Don't look at those.
Oh no! Now I don't know what I'm looking at. 1600. Okay, so if you need 1600, okay, so that's 2 lines, right?
Yeah,
no,
it's just over 2 lines.
780.
So yeah,
no, it isn't. Oh, it's just over 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 and a bit. Ugh. Gross.
Which is annoying.
Mm.
I mean,
But that's whatever. No, I don't want to collect everything down just to make that
well,
one number work.
I think that's a worthwhile endeavor. I'm confident we could squeeze out a little bit, because I'm seeing here like we have fixed 50 extra casings and 55 extra solution, so it can be done. We can get that down, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's whatever. We did good progress today. Did a good day's work.
Yes.
We got all the steel. We got the whole steel part done. Like, right? We've got all the steel consumption dealt with, which feels good. That's
yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Nice
except for the 2 assemblers or whatever. So yeah, I think the next one, yeah, we should probably deal with all the rubber. Is probably like rubber and plastic.
Those iron plates.
Hmm?
Why do we even need iron plates?
Modular frames.
Iron plate.
Computers, maybe.
59. Oh, the reinforced iron plates needs it, as well as
That's a steel coated
nitric
plate.
acid.
Yeah.
The nitric acid needs it.
Really?
Does that make sense? Hold on.
What?
Nitric. Oh, because we need to make the canisters.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. All right.
Oh, no, actually, hold on. No, it's actually part of the recipe. It's 12 nitrogen, 3 water, and 1 iron plate.
Yeah. Because it turns it all into... All right. It bottles it into... Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Fine. That's whatever. So yeah, next stream...
Canisters are made of aluminum.
Right. Like next stream, which won't be next week, but I guess the week after, we will sort... Let's sort all the oil out. Let's do that one next. Just because the bauxite's going to be such a bastard.
Sure.
And like, I think the oil is going to be complex enough of like, sure, build them, but then we still need, let's see here, 30, 65, then 65, 70, 81, oh my god, 90 refineries for all the plastic and rubber, it looks like. Because I'm looking at the heavy oil residue, the polymer resin. There's like 24 there. And then I'm looking at plastic and rubber, which is 30 and 35 machines.
Yeah.
So
looks like 81.16.
So yeah, that's a big enough job for 2 people, I think, to just build all that out.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I think that's what we can concentrate on next, and then we'll do bauxite after that, because that's going to be a absolutely buck wild construction, I think.
Yeah. Almost makes me want to build like a big sky factory in the middle of the map, or in the geometric middle of the 3 bauxite nodes.
Funnel it all in and just pipe all of the the aluminum sheets out, or aluminum ingots, I should say, out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess also the other aluminum products, we could also make them there.
I mean, yeah, may as well, I guess.
May as well.
But that's a future thing. Like I said, that's going to be that's going to be a multi-stream build just to build that thing.
Yeah, totally.
And then once we have that, that's literally all of the like most basic ingredients, and we can just start to build out everything we need then.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Well. All right. If that's the case, I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna go back to here, and I'm gonna hit save.
All right. And I'm gonna go send off my stream. So BRB.
Mm-hmm. All right. This. Okay. Well. A lot of work done. A lot of work left. But hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Real good work today. At least we knocked out all of the iron and steel production that we needed to consume is basically done, which is nice. But we've got a plan for next time, which is a rare treat. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me, well, us tonight. I will be back next Monday with more of this, as I guess we start the plastic rubber oil thing. This is gonna be a whole thing. Because I am off next week for vacation. So
enjoy your vacation.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. We're off to a cottage.
Nice.
Which is either gonna go well or it's gonna be terrible. Because small children in unfamiliar environments are super clingy and annoying. So we'll see. We'll see how they take to it. But yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks. Exit to desktop. Oh wait, no, don't exit to desktop. I learned my lesson from the frames. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for us tonight. So until next time, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn mask, schedule your vaccinations if you can, and I will see you later.
Bye bye.